5% win record on this map.
XLG on the defense here. Raga gets flashed onto the corner, but Bang is waiting for a coconut chucked a little bit low, but sticks it. Hangs around, and John makes quick work of Midi as well. He looks to try and swing off contacts with coconut. Now it's Beaver and Happyway. Neither particularly proximate to the site as Happyway steps up first, going over a bit of a solo endeavor. Was able to sidestep that relay bolt and aware that Zekin is still on the corner, and eventually there's going to be a multi-swing coming his way. He has to know it. Viva's still not here. Happyway's fighting for himself right now.
Viva slowly creeping through the link. No, going to double up. XLG opting to play together here. They know where Zekin is. Recon going to get that information towards the backside as they scale forward. Time dwindling a bit.
At some point, they've got to give us a tap. Here's Zelsus on the swing, but again, the spacing! Zekin finally arrives. Happyway got it to half the slide on it. It's good! Paranoia, though, coming through from that Boba direction. That's XLG trying to set something up, but their anchors aren't ready to actually play off of that util. But there's Coconut and Happyway coming alive. And John brought down in seconds. Raga finally joins the party, but his team has paved the way.
Oh, Bang, Paranoia, but just doesn't want to take this fight. Wants to cycle the dark cover first.
The refresh of that one-way is massive. That is going to bleed some more clock, but Raga is already nipping at the heels, starting to make his way up from main. Narrate knows the pressure's coming. Turns the flash, and 3 players from XLG, 4 in fact, set up, and Zekin is here to mow them down. One more for the Blood God, he says. I'll have them all.
Away.
Again, yeah, some space may be bored here, but Zekin's able to scale back into it. He doesn't even need any help. Narrate gets there. XLG are just cut down. A fertile harvest for Sentinels as they walk into an A-side bereft of defenders.
Swings were not perfect from XLG. Trying to jiggle out just a bit. Picked off by Zekin and Narrate by covering both of those angles. At the moment, taking a duel against Zekin is just a death wish. To this site, take the space for the team.
I love that! Happyway reluctantly gave up elbow as the util came in wide, but he never really left.
And that's Raga able to take a clean duel against Bang, who was trying to get through that one-way dark cover. Look at Zelsus on an absolutely mad flank. He was just chilling in B main. And now, John looks like he wants to get out of
30 seconds left.
Jordan, come on. Into spawn he goes. Coconut with only a sheriff. And he's got a sense that Zelsus could be somewhere close by. Perhaps not that close. Cyber cage there for Zelsus. He might look to play around that neural theft. Also, John holding it down in mid, but time is short. They've got to get John out of mid. And he's brought down by Midi. Zelsus would have to try and salvage. He needs to find Raga, but he's run off. There's no chance for Sen in this round. Fighting for mid. They've got Raga up there in the middle as well. Paranoia, Bango has got around in a bit of a timing. The XLG aren't ready for. One by one, they crumble. Midi's able to get 2 on the round, but Happyway's going to fight for his damn life. And I'm sorry. And they know they haven't wrapped because that trap wire is still intact. This timing is important. Now they know Raga has pushed up tiles. Bang went for info himself with that Omen ultimate. Now Sentinels have to make a decision. Back to B seems to be the call.
Like this from XLG, they get that pick and they immediately get out of dodge, ready to play for this retake. Sentinels, they want to opt to get into a B split. Again, the tripwire's still here, going to be very dangerous. Happyway wants to anchor backside.
Raga coming from the top of the map, here's the timing, he can get into mid. The Zekin has already gone to work on the defenders. There's Raga turning up. Found a moment to get top mid, dealt with Zelsus and then followed through. But a terrifying Russian duelist. Spotted on that flank, it's going to be John. He'll have util in his hand. It's an easy kill. Oh, it's the spike as well. Now he can refresh the one-way. Paranoia comes in. Sen can't really afford to respect that. They've got to go for it. Zekin doubles back, at least deals with the Omen that gummed up the works. Now Stinger Sheriff and proper rifle for XLG, but Zekin is waiting again at box.
They want to swing while the spike is going down. Zekin can't connect. Neither can the XLG players. Aftershock going to force him right into the fault line. Zekin in danger.
It's Bang though that's really under pressure! Cosmetic stun, apparently the fault line is. And this has bought time. Narrate's now been able to join the rest of Sentinels. Shila Gaming. I've got Viva here trying to shock dart his way on out. Bang! Caught by that one. A whole 46 points of health stripped off of him, and now it's down to Narrate and Zekin, the latter, who's just too sharp. 3 for the round, and Happyway, as brilliant as he's been, is going to have to bring a world-beating performance to deal with this. Crosshair positioning broken. 5 health for Happyway. Narrate needs to get in here, and he should be able to finish the job.
This B-side from 3 angles.
Relay ball doesn't connect on anyone, and he's not happy. Not ready for Happyway to be tucked in on that corner.
That was a cosmetic stun if I've ever seen one. Raga wants to get into backside. He wants to anchor Happyway. Duo The two stars of XLG, the best aimers here to anchor.
Oh, okay, that's good. Happy Way at least able to make the trade. Normally, Raga's used to being set up by Happy Way, but here they're going to have to go it solo. Delta's around the cyber cage. Narrate was able to get bought tight and push up the right. And he has a multi-swing in theory coming out from Market, but they don't respect John's position. Even in numbers, Mini though has to step up to the stage. And it's a big ask as Coconuts.
Just ready and be main with the stun.
Aftershock already getting drawn out now. Relay Bolt thrown on the side. It's Happy Way, the one who set things up. But all of a sudden, Sentinels back in with numbers. Mini trying to hold it down. Has two flashes to work with. And Raga tucked to his left. Surely you can do something with this, but instead, Narrate just ruins him. John taken down through the smoke, but does he know Bang is on the defuse? He found the timing! And Raga's arrived! Oh, I like that idea. Let himself be pinged, but the timing doesn't quite line up. Celsius realizes, yes, yep, Happy Way is here, as always. Able to get the better of him. Winning that individual fight out is huge. And this would be a pretty strong conversion of the buy route for Sentinels getting back into this half. Narrate here. Might have an opportunity. Raga's pushing in on me, he's so deep, and Narrate's able to deal with him. Thought he was stunned up briefly by the relay bolt. You've really declawed XLG with that pickoff on the Neon. Viva very patient on this line, but Zelsus doesn't give him enough leg to make use of. Remember, Narrate is in this A side. He's in the A side, creeping up on the planter. What a timing!
Was a bang. Oh my god, barely caught twice on the run. Raga's hungry.
Happy Way actually pushed up the left side at the same time, so great explosive moment there for XLG. Again, it's Happy Way and Raga leading the way.
This is exactly what they needed. They have to worry about Link right now. There's no smoke to cover it up, and Narrate is just happy to get a forward position. This could certainly catch someone off guard.
Narrate will need to make a correction, but he does. God, he's been good here. Trying to back away now. Rolling Thunder comes through from the attack as XLG want to disrupt Sentinels as they make this push out of Link. Timing is everything though. Rolling Thunder. God, they're using all of it as well. Nightfall expended now by Sentinels. Narrate not quite ready to get up on this line. Good damage though through the wall, and Zelsus has come to the rescue. Now, the Fate can keep moving. Raga is here in halls alongside Viva. Try and keep eyes on this. But that fast lane makes it tough, and Raga's chunked down to 8. These next couple of shots, critical for the duelers, so they do get second. But now it's on Viva. 1v2, Zelsus on the line. Viva down to 20, and that'll do it. They've done enough, Sentinels.
Began. And they are as good as ever. This would require a monumental comeback, but second is too good right now.
In a market though, at least XLG have been able to set up a staging ground. This will leave Zelsus looking a little bit stranded, but do they check this corner? Absolutely not! A freebie for Zelsus here as Raga deals with it, but it's electrified play from Zekin! And on a fundamental level,
She doesn't want to swing.
gonna wait, and there he goes, emerges with a right click, and it's another one for the 5 Merchant, and the door shuts! Narrate with the swing!
Spike down A.
Zelsus eventually brought down Narrate, also both offenders from the defense side quelled, but the spike's loose. Zeka might have a timing here. Disrespect the poison orb and push through seems to be the plan. Now, I for one am here for it. Step up on the site, Paranoia cut through. Happy Way tucked along with Coconut. This paint shell definitely going to rattle the cage a little bit. There it is, Happy Way brought down by it, but Coconut and John. The one way being respected. John swings while paranoid. Great start. Look at that pop out of B, and there's 2 players sat on that line. Coconut and Happy Way out of the game. Once again, another player doubles off the line. Bang gets out, realizing that Raga's coming for him now too.
I'm sure XLG wanted to get towards B, but realized they just have to get into A fast after all that.
Planted.
Fighting occurs in main. A lot of damage done to Narrate in Zekin. Perhaps if they had real weapons, those would have just been straight up kills, but maybe the low HP could be enough for XLG to get back into this.
Sees in towards Pit, that is definitely going to catch on the midi, decaying him down, holding in place, and so Viva gets overwhelmed. No chance for midi to try and trade there from lower Pit. Gonna have to be a fast play now here from Sentinels, and when Mini tries to gum up the works, it's Raga dealt with.
Going to be ripped right now. Raga's pressed up very far forward, and with these weak weapons, it's just all too easy.
John and Zelsus combined for 4. Finally, Mini will have access to his weapon, but not before Narrate cuts him to the quick.
To the site.
Looks like Coconut ulted for some information. Zekin down, that's a duelist out of the way. Happy Way leads. It gets aggressive, but Bang's able to spray down through the box. A good TP away, and Narrate picks up the line for him. Again, defensive trading, very, very strong for Sentinels. And they swing around that corner. Bang is handled. Viva, though, low. Sen have given up this A site now.
They know that John retreats temporarily. Zels is silently working downstairs, hoping that... Oh my god, what a double face! That's beautiful from XLG.
No matter our drone isn't going in John's direction, he is able to slip past it. Coconut, though, finds it. John knows approximately where the Sova was.
Come out from there and stunned up.
He's got to hear Rug across to the side. They know he's here. Zels gets the drop on him. And the Razorvine means that nobody can follow up on the Neon. Oh god, no one is looking in Narrate.
Last player standing.
Once again, it's the timing that XLG are just not ready for. In this round, the round here is really going to hurt the Chinese #1 squad.
Oh, he's hungry for that first kill.
Oh no. Raga wins it out. He's first in the game. Eventually he'll fall, but he feels like he's probably done enough now. Narrate wanted to get ahead of this. In fact, all of Sentinels disrespecting. Here's that flood. Midi on the line, marked down. Of course, decayed quite low by that nightfall. Coconut still gets his.
Exactly
Beaver going to be pinged out to the back of the site now. Nurok left here for the attackers and Happyways somehow wended his way behind Sentinels. It's all on John. Plenty to see, a lot of targets to go for, and he knows, of course, those pulsing tethers where he needs to look.
Unfortunate.
Happyway gives him a tickle. He's got 3 bullets left in the chamber. No time to reload them. An off angle turns the flash. That's going to be checked for. Relay bomb comes in, but they're not ready for this. Second in the corner. Narrate from upper.
One enemy
Picture
remaining.
perfect haul from Sentinels.
There's still so much util here. Happyway tries to find the timing. He does get in first, clears out some of the thorns.
Shell could end him though. Nope, Zelsus gets to him first. A com level flank play from Happyway over the course of this map, but he's too low to do anything there at that site. And that's a save here for XLG, whichever way you slice it.
But can he even find a target? How deep does he want to push?
John still respects it. They're trying to set up a multi-phase situation. Raga down to 49. He's got himself 2. And that's going to have to be enough. Joe's up for second. Fire! Oh, man! And the paint shells! He's doing it all!
Not only does he stop the plant, but that's the Rolling Thunder gone.
Now Coconut trying to figure out if there's a way to make use of this from the shadows. And instead he goes to the Shadow Realm. Second and Bang are in no hurry. That's out to Happyway, who's definitely been the most inspired component of this XLG outfit to try and make this respectable 5 rounds in this first half.
30
If he
seconds
can
left.
get this plant down safely, which he does, we'll have an opportunity to throw that neural threat. There we go. He knows where to look.
Now sometimes, even if you know what's coming, doesn't make it any easier. He's second with 3. To that first map, and it wasn't enough. This time they got 0. Raga gets off to a start. Let's see if it's going to be a good one. Zelsus has just had his number the entire game, and this round is no exception. Coconut's on a flank here, but they hear the footsteps, the pitter-patter. Bang is ready for it. Fever.
Last player standing.
And steps up. John is just too clean with it. It's on Happyway, who's not been able to reprise that incredible performance from Sunset. He too has been a little quiet.
Is it a good idea from XLG? Sure, but the execution falls to pieces. Where are the trades? Where is the good spacing that we saw from them in their run? It just crumbles in that moment. Can Happyway be a hero? Catches John on the cross. Isolated 1v1, but it's won out by Bang. Haunt as well. Stun onto Zelsus. They want to isolate despite Raga pushing forward. Great double peek. I love that proactivity to find an advantage. That's going to give away the game as well. Look at the rotation from XLG on the top of the map, taking out that Sentinel. They know the hit is going to be coming into A.
Jack's got one job and one job only, but Viva had the stopping power of a Mack truck to take the Rays out of the round. Bang, drill with bullets through the boxes. Narrate getting just the kind of engagement this thing a player wants. John's actually got a rifle to play with.
One enemy remaining.
He will be the last one standing.
Spike down A.
Right for Prince, John steps up, knocked it down.
On A, by the way, as they're trying to get him stuff. Raga, again, able to find an opener. And it's a pivot back as Second is just taking this forward position. Can Happyway catch him? Yes, he does. Second shot in the side.
Sentinel making a couple of rough assumptions. And Narrate is getting involved again with the Odin. No one getting pinged out by that recon. Bang with a smoke on upper, but still no plant. That spike is loose.
This is XLG just taking his time, ready to pounce when the spike gets tapped. 15 seconds left.
He's playing close, and Raga. That is a full Ferrari pick there for Nang.
10
Nicely
seconds
jumped.
left.
7 seconds left. Still needs to be a plant at some point. John taken down by Coconut. Off that push from stairs.
Last player standing.
And it's all on Bang. Bulldog with Midi and Viva standing in his way. Wraps around, but XLG are doubled up there. They're willing to take 1v1, but Bang's not going to give them the bloody choice! 4 kills for the Red Bull clutch!
Sen as they walk towards these trips necessary to break it. Spike is here, and Narrate.
Seconds left.
Nightfall now available here for Narrate. Bang also with it from the shadows. A lot to work with, and the spam is going to be deadly from this Odin.
Face your
A
fear.
very permeable piece of wall stands between Sen and XLG, and Raga hopes to step up. Razorvine here is definitely going to be respected. Still not yet applied, and Narrate has gone down. The spike is loose. John's going to come forward. It's him and Delsis versus the entirety of XLG's combined might. And Delsis with the spray down gets him there.
30
Raga
seconds
able to
left.
avoid it. Here is that Viper's pit though. All of that retake, you two are going to start to be expended by XLG. They're going to try to find a way into this pit. Coconut's done so. Zakin's down. John is down, and so is the pit. On top of the Razorvine. XLG have found some step, but Bang and Narrate still stand in their way, and Bang, careful on the corner. Swing on Raga, reads low, the slide is good. And now it's Narrate. He'll be revealed in a moment, but he'll do the same. Throw that C's in. Spray around the corner. Raga to half, and out the way. Keeps XLG's head above the surging tides.
On Sen, all players stacked up amount, probably gets the info.
What? The long range stinger. Coconut, who stood tall in that last retake, has already fallen. Chance for a gun recovery. Bucky Town is exactly where Raga gets dragged. Narrate is low. But there's a rifle pick up for Zakin, and John goes to work. XLG thrust onto the stage, thrust into the spotlight to speak on behalf of their region against the juggernaut of Sen that is dispatched their countrymen one by one by one. Now put it all on Viva. And Sentinels have no incentive to push off this site whatsoever. They'll await the chime of the victory music. Viva down to 15 is all too much to do for XLG and Sentinels! The Reaper to visit the last door of China.